Hello, dear students. So today we are going to have a lecture on abstraction, encapsulation, and inheritance. So last time we met, I showed you how to create simple classes. So now I will create a class main, and we'll make the main usage of this class. So what we have to do here, basically we need to create a public static void method static void method, which is called main, in order to start working with Java. So this you already know. And here we will define string arguments as an array args. So in order to check if everything works, you have to write like system out println, and let us try our hello world. So if we can double check, so we can just run it and we can see if it works. And yes, it's working, so better. If you don't have it, so you need to deal with the compilers, and you can refer to me personally to WhatsApp and so on. I will help you with installation of Java. But now remember last lecture we did, so we can create classes. So Java works with classes, so if you want to create main class, here is the main method you're working with, so you can do all the logics here, but you can also create a new class, and let's call it, for example, vehicle, and it will be the abstract class. And of course, if we call classes, you shall call them with large letters. So we have to create class vehicle, and now we can basically create a constructor. We can say create public vehicle, and basically then it means that here we create a constructor, and now we can create objects of the vehicle. Yes, so remember, here we can create now new vehicle. We can create my vehicle, and it is equal to new vehicle. Yeah, so new vehicle, and it means that now we are able to create objects, but here we can print out the new vehicle. So we can write, for example, my vehicle, we can print it, and we can see what is happening. At the moment you will see this some kind of abracadabra, because this is the object and we don't know what to print there because it can contain a lot of values. But we can create a class vehicle, and in the class vehicle we can define some kind of constructors and so on. So we can see different kind of things, and now we can make like vehicle can be using some kind of fuel. So we can create some kind of private, for example, string fuel. Do you remember what was that? So we can create kind of a thing that if we can create a variable which defines some kind of property of that class. And if we define some kind of property of that class, you can make the object and you can make the property. But if you want to create some object and set fuel for this, because this fuel actually is not available from the class main, because in the class main, if you call fuel, you will not be able to do that. For example, here you can define some fuel, but it will not be defined because the fuel is not defined here, and it is private variable. And if you want to use fuel for your object vehicle, then you need to define the constructor, and you can go to generate, you can get the getter and setter, so you can say getter and setter for fuel string, and you can generate basically a string for get fuel and set fuel like that. So it means that you can already work with that vehicle, and you can set what kind of fuel you have for your own vehicle. So you can set here basically my vehicle. Now you can write here my vehicle set fuel, and here you can write, for example, petrol. So it means that now you can have that, and if you write my vehicle fuel, get fuel, so you can get basically the petrol stuff here. You can see this is the petrol. So this is how you can see that your vehicle uses petrol. And if you have defined another object, you can send diesel, for example, or something like that. So it is interesting what you can do there. But if you have some vehicle, you can see also when you can generate, you can try to generate here what you can generate, and you can say generate, for example, to string. And if you say to string, you can, it's a very nice thing. So what is there? You can say to string return vehicle, fuel, etc. So what is that? So now if you generate to string, it means that you can go here and you can try to print vehicle. So if you can try to print my vehicle, then you can see that it is printing also abracadabra. No, but you see it doesn't print abracadabra anymore because it prints vehicle, fuel, petrol. So it means that you can finally, when you create your class here, you can create the class here, you can generate this toString method and it will print you everything regarding the, how to say, what is the fuel, for example, and another thing. So let us try to see how we can do that. So public set fuel you can generate something like set drive. So it could be 4 to 4 drive, 2 to 4, or maybe what we can do about vehicle. We can create something like, how to say, we can create something like private. Yeah, no, we don't have to have these two strings. We need to set up the variable only. So we can say private, private, and string, and we can get some kind of variable. So what we can do there, vehicle can be type. So it can be type. So it can be car, motorbike, etc. So different types. So if we generate type, then we have to use getters and setters again. So we can generate getter and setter for type. So basically we have get type and type. And you see now we have toString, and now we don't have the type there. So we can manually add it, or we can delete toString, and we can generate toString again. And then you can see that you can do both of them, and you will have something like that. And now if you launch the software, you can see that it will have petrol and type null. So type is null. So we can generate what this is a car. And here we can write my vehicle set type, and then we can say that is a car. I hope it's understandable. And so what we have done, and now you can see that vehicle, fuel, petrol, type car, and you can receive a lot of information about what you have there. And here you can see the toString method you return, and you can return everything there. So if you have toString, it means that if you start printing, then it will go to string. So what you return, it will be printed, and you can define how you can print. So this is up to you. You can make here return something differently, but you can create, for example, a JSON file or something like that, so you can figure out how you print it correctly. But here you can see that this one is being done. And if you want to generate other types of method, then you can delete this one and make it like that. But here you can see that override method means that you just override the toString method, because toString is initially already there. But if you don't have it, so for example, if you delete it, then you can, when you start printing my vehicle, you will see abracadabra again. See, so it doesn't print normally. But if you make here the method toString, so toString, so you can see that it's gonna be okay. Let us try to see. You see, yeah, it is printing, but the method is empty because initially it prints the same, but it is not defined, but it's initially like there is such method toString, and you can use it without definition. But when you use it without definition, it gives you something like abracadabra when you print it out. But if you want to define toString, then you have to generate your own toString method. You can see your own toString method, and you can see that it here is override. So it means that the default method is overridden by your method. So the method toString, which was by default, now acts like that. And if you just launch it, then you will see something is wrong. What I did, I guess I have deleted one bracket. So yeah, we can generate it again, and here we go. So you see now everything is fine. So the thing is that you can override methods, and if you override them, then you can do like this. Okay, so here you can do. I will show you one thing that you have a type car. You see, and now we have a vehicle, and we have fuel for the vehicle and type of the vehicle. But we would like to have a car, so we will define a new class, but we will call it car. And what is interesting that we will write here extends vehicle. Uh, and what does it mean? So it means that you have the public class car which extends vehicle. It means that you have defined a new class but which inherits all the possibilities from the vehicle. So it means that the vehicle is here and you have here fuel and string, but when you define the new class car, you can define objects which can be object car, but you already have the methods which are here in the car. So look what is happening. So here if I'm defining, you see here I define vehicle, but now I will define a car, and I will define my car and is equal new, and here I will start car, and you see now I can my car dot set fuel, and I can do, for example, petrol or diesel, and basically now I can print out system out println, and here I can define my car. Well, if I start using it, it will print out my car, but I think it will not print. You see, it also prints something like that, and it prints vehicle and it prints like type null, but because you haven't defined the type of the car, so you can say that my car type you can see get type is null, so we can say set type you can say car or SUV, for example, or actually you can find SUV or just SUV, and it will be printing. But what I want to say that if you define a new object and you can do like this, then it is overriding. But what is interesting here that when you define vehicle, then you can see that here if you have the vehicle to string, but I don't like to say I have defined a car and I want to have a car but not a vehicle. So I want to override some methods. So I can generate, for example, here toString method, and you can see here I have the string car. And then if I have something like that, then look what will happen. It will return me now car, because it will be certainly different method and I have overridden. Because if I don't define the method, it will take it from the method which is from the parent. Parent is vehicle class. But if I have a child class, I can define my own method and define how it looks like. So it means that you can have different kind of things here. And I would like you to practice with this extends vehicle. So here, this is called inheritance. So that means that in Java, you can inherit classes and you can define one class vehicle and you can inherit different ones. You can have a car and you can just go, then you can say motorbike and there will be another class which also extends vehicle. And you can create motorbikes, you can create cars, and you can have totally different things, but you can work with the methods here. So petrol, for example, fuel, doesn't change. It's for the vehicle, and you don't have to write all the time for the classes for the car that it has some fuel because it already has the methods. And then you have to figure out what you can do with the car. And here you can also define what kind of properties you can use for the car. And if you want to copy some of them, you can copy them from here because you can return vehicle and you can just make totally the same like concatenation of this, like this. Like so, but because here you have only the car, but you can, for example, return. You can try to copy that thing, and you can just substitute it here. But here you can write car, and you can see that it will not have fuel and type. Why? Because fuel is not defined here, but you can say that you can define fuel somehow here as well fuel. What you can say this and get fuel. So here you can get fuel, and then you can write this and get type. And look what will happen now if you have like that. So you will have the same problem, you see. So now maybe you understand what is this and what is this meaning, because if you can extend, then you can take this get fuel, this get type, and then you can just write it like this. So this is how it goes, and you can define another class for the vehicle you have, but you have defined the vehicle car, and now you can define a vehicle motorbike, for example. Here you can define just more, or you can write, for example, ship, or you can define some motorbike. Mm, so motorbike, and then in the motorbike, then what you can do, you can create totally the same like you did with the car. You can create some kind of other things, and you can make totally different things there. And it means that you can make inheritance, and you can inherit different methods from the parent class. This is important. I think it should be understandable. If not, then please drop me some questions in the WhatsApp group or in MS Teams, and you can try to create. You have the BMW, this project, which is not BMW, but the car project we did before. But now you can create something like this and try to figure out to extend some of the methods. Try to make here, for example, the motorbike class. You can create the new motorbike. So here, if you go to main, you can create a new motorbike. My bike is equal to new motorbike, and then you can write my bike, for example, fuel is equal to my bike set fuel. My bike, and here you see you don't have it. So why you don't have it? Let me check. Because when we defined motorbike, we didn't say extends, you see. And then it's very good, extends vehicle. And then you can see, then you can go here and you can write my bike is my bike set fuel, and electro, for example, and you can say my bike set type, it will be like, I don't know. I'm not good in motorbikes, but maybe chopper. Let's say it like that. So this is the thing, and you can see if you're going to print it. So system out println, and let's write my bike. So let us see what we have there. So here you can see also the vehicle, again, fuel electro type chopper. So here you have to write motorbike. So do you know what to do? You can define, you can get to the car, you can copy the method to string and go to motorbike. So here you can enter the method to string, and you can basically here write motorbike, and you can do the same. So basically now you will have vehicle, car, motorbike, and the same. So this is how we can do. Yes, so we can do like that, and we can see if it's motorbike, if it is vehicle, if it is car, and of course the return you can program yourself. You can make here your own name, for instance, or something. So you can see how you can do the string. But at the moment we can try to create some additional things here, and remember we can define constructor. So we don't need to define a constructor here if we want, because we already have the constructor on the type, but we can also define the constructor if we need. But as it concerns vehicle, then we have already here the constructor and uses the same constructor in here. But you can define private, for example, private string model like we did before, and of course then you can get setters and getters, and you can get getters and setters, and basically here now you can do this to string method. If you generate to string, you can define replace existing, and you can see the following, so you can have the model. Yeah, but you don't like that model, so then we can just do the same, and you can write here like plus model, and you can do the following, so you can just have it like this and enter it here. Here you can write model, and here you can write this get model. Yeah, get model. You can do like this as well, and then you can just print it out, and of course you will have it null, this model, but as you see here, we did something like we need to have it like that, because this we need, and here we have to define the model. So if we go to the main Java, so we can here define the model. So my car get model, set model, and here we can write x5. So and then it is the following. So here x5, etc. And you can say brand also. You can define brand. As remember, you did it like that. So here you can define the brand. You can define brand, and if we want to have the brand, so here we have in not vehicle, it's in the car, then we can get private string, private string brand, and here we can get getters and setters again, and we can say like that. So get brand, set brand, and here you can also make copy, like here you can make copy and make it brand is equal get brand, and then now you can see that you can define your main Java. So my car set brand and BMW, for example. Then it's gonna be the following, and you can see that here you have car, just this. So you can define different things like vehicle and car and motorbike. So if you have to define a class, so you can see how you can print. I hope it's understandable, and please try to extend this and show me how you did with your project. So show me your project, record a little video, and submit it to Moodle. I will to Ortus. I will organize it in Ortus so that you can submit, and we can see what is there. Okay.